talk to me about where are we at as a collective right now?
On the brink of change, definitely. If you're on Earth right now, you're like, what is going on? I think we are in the detox phase. I think we are shedding all of those things that we were taught in the dream. And we're learning to be human in a higher and awakened state. So it means we're shaking off all of the Sandman and all of the old things we were taught. And it's like we're waking up as babies and in some ways going, okay, we don't know what to do. Who are we? Nothing we ever heard was true. Where do we begin? So, I mean, it truly is this quintessential beginning of a timeline, I feel like. And, our ancestors, the great Maya, they talked about this. They talked about, this 2012 shift in the end of their long calendar, and not right at 2012, but the exceeding decade and a half, going forward, that we will be moving from what they called a solar center to a cosmic center. Now, what does that even mean? I mean, we're opening up to all of the iterations of what life is on so many different planes of existence. And so it's like a frontier, we're pioneers. And I love to tell people, if you're here right now, you're a warrior. That ex you can't stand and you're like, no, that was a blip on the Matrix. No, if you're here right now, you are definitely a warrior of light, because it's going to take everything we've got, the strongest, the fittest, the most agile to rebuild and to keep going forward. It's unprecedented what we're going through. Yeah.
I love that. And where are we headed?
I'm told by my guides that we're moving to a unity consciousness model. We're kind of working with a system that shows a hierarchy, leaders, people that are in charge, follow the leader or, follow the rules. And a lot of our memories, a lot of people I'm noticing are having like spontaneous past life memories come up, or deja vu moments, or just dreams and prognostications. All of this stuff is waking up in this timeline as we're expanding. But I think we're going towards a model of what we would call circle consciousness or unity consciousness, where it's not just self-advancement. It is knowing that everything you say, think, and do creates this ripple in this Akashic field, and it matters. We have such power. Kind of to your point about the Marvel heroes. I mean, we're waking up to our superhuman potential. And as the veil is so thin, we will be manifesting things with a flick of a pinky. So this is the time where I feel like we're going through, you can call it a purification of our intention or a renewal, but it's really pushing us to get to the authentic seed of what we truly are and what we believe. We're taking off the masks, essentially. Yeah.
And that process is it's scary.
It is. It matters your power of perception here. I mean, it really, I think everything is whole and complete. Like you said, there's nothing has lack. So at this point, what free will suggests is how you come upon a situation or a concept or a construct and how you choose to perceive it. And if you look around, a lot of people are struggling with that. Like we're in for it. Look at all the things that are going down the tubes. But the warrior of it all, the growth, the strength of it all is going to be someone who can reach for seeing the good, or the outcome being a higher one. I mean, it's a really interesting challenge for our gift with free will, I think.
So if somebody's going through that process right now, if somebody's going through the process, we were talking before we started filming, like, everything for me happened like rapid pace.
Yeah.
And I literally thought I was going to die several times. And in many ways I did. Like the me that was me 2 years ago, a month ago.
Right.
It's like once it started, it just feels like it's just not ending, and
For
more
sure.
of me is unraveling, right? If somebody's going through that process right now and maybe they do feel a little scared, like what is happening? Like what words of advice would you give them?
I think that this may not be comforting at the first time this meets someone's ears, but it is a death. Like you said, you are dying in a way. And part of our walk here is to see that we can die and keep going. It's not an ending, just like, Jesus wanted us to kind of get that memo. So definitely, and knowing what this kind of periodicity of nature, knowing that things run through cycles. If you're feeling like you're in a depressed or dark place, that's not necessarily wrong. I mean, we definitely want to keep reaching for the light, but everything goes through these cycles because you are expanding. And I don't know anybody who's gone through an authentic awakening where it was just easy. I also noticed that the stronger you are, maybe if you're a scrapper or from the school of hard knocks, or you've been through a lot of pain or trauma, sometimes the awakening is even harder. The stakes are even higher because you just don't let go and give in easily. So, I mean, it's nothing it's an amazing way to be, but sometimes it takes really, really big shakeups to kind of set something in a new way, Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Text AWAKEN to 1-512-768-4352 if you are ready to go deeper on this subject and start the process of awakening, healing, and transforming your life. If so, we want to help. Text AWAKEN right now to the number below, and someone from our team will contact you immediately.